My name is Shari Bailey. I am founder and president of a local nonprofit called Laila's Gift, which is inspired by one of my twin daughters named Laila. By career, I am a global vice president of a medical device company, so I'm a very busy individual, but I like to make time to do things for the community, and it's all really inspired by my journey with Laila. I tell everyone, we innovate and we manufacture and bring to market different medical devices to help patients, and who knew that my biggest patient would be right under my roof. I have two girls by the name of Lana and Laila. So Laila was born alongside Lana in 2014 at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore City. And the reason for that is because they had detected some defects with Laila early on in a sonogram. Did not know what the extent of the defect was. What we did know is to prepare for potential heart surgery. And then when they were born in 2014, Laila was diagnosed with a very rare condition called Jacobsen Syndrome. For those that don't know, Jacobsen Syndrome is a deletion of chromosome 11. It's a fluke that happens in the reproductive phase of being pregnant. And with that deletion comes a number of different challenges. Laila specifically has challenges talking, so she's nonverbal. She makes sounds, but she does not articulate words. She has a feeding tube. She does not eat by mouth. She'll drink water periodically, but that's about the extent of what she does by mouth. She's had heart surgery, kidney surgery, eye surgery, a number of different surgeries to get her at least stable and breathing. She had a lot of respiratory issues when she was first born. And she's still, she's not potty trained, so there's a number of challenges that comes with it. I think the overall challenge with Jacobsen Syndrome, by it being so rare, it's difficult to know what to expect. So we've just been taking it year by year, but Lana is her twin sister, and Lana does not have the syndrome. I hear that happens often actually in twin pregnancies, but Lana loves her sister dearly, and she's somewhat of a mini caregiver, and both of them have really inspired me and others to create this organization. During COVID, so it actually piggybacks off of another idea that Lana had. So during COVID, when schools were closed and I was predominantly working remote, I was telling Lana to encourage herself and do some arts and crafts instead of just always watching TV or being on a tablet. So she created, she had a stack of paper and she was creating these storylines, and then Laila crawled up to her, and she started kind of just doodling on the paper, and Lana was like, "Oh my God, Mommy, this is the first time that Laila has interacted with me," because, we're talking 6 years old at that point, and they don't really interact like you would typically see twins interacting. So Lana was so thrilled. So on the back of that, Lana created an art book, and it's called an imagination book. It's called Ziggleby. So Ziggleby, on the cover, you'll see it's inspired by Laila's Gift, and that moment was really the creation of both Ziggleby and Laila's Gift, because not only did Lana want to create something that allows people to connect, but in that moment she realized that people like Laila, individuals like Laila, do not get granted a lot of opportunity to connect with people. And for her to connect with her sister that first time, and this is her sister, we had plenty of conversations after that, and through that came the origination of Laila's Gift, which was initially about celebrating birthdays and significant milestones of children, because back when Laila was born, I was told, again, very rare statistics on Jacobsen Syndrome, but I was told 25% of children with the syndrome do not make it past the age of 2. So birthdays became super monumental for our family. And we wanted to give that back because we understand how important birthdays are. And as caregivers, we're so busy with doctor's appointments and therapy appointments and just making sure that the child is stable and okay, that oftentimes we don't have time to party plan and all of that. So Laila's Gift really gives back, and we offer complimentary birthday parties and milestone celebrations, their first words, their first steps, etc., which is a huge thing for our community. But then, going back to the evolution of Laila's Gift, it's also about creating friendship spaces for people that don't often have the opportunity to have those friendships. You know, using Laila as the example, Laila doesn't have friends. She goes to school, but a lot of her schoolmates, because she is in an all special needs school, they also don't communicate and play as you typically would see in a traditional elementary school. So Laila's gift is creating play spaces, play opportunities, network opportunities, and just not just for the caregivers, but also for the children to inspire that friendship. We are a nonprofit, so obviously our mission is fueled through donations. So if you go on our website, lailasgift.org, there's an opportunity to donate, and 100% of the donations go towards our cause. And that could be to fuel our birthday parties, our milestone celebrations, which are actually happening at Port Discovery Children's Museum. So we have a partnership with them effective this year, which is very exciting. Bringing all community members of all abilities in one play space to really have a great time. And we're including games and activities that are really for all abilities. So we're very excited about that, but donating is a big part of how people can help. Also being a celebrator. So a celebrator is someone or groups that really spread the word about Laila's gift or participate in our events as volunteers. So there's a way to sign up for that on our website as well under the Get Involved tab. And then lastly, just really being advocates for our mission. We are unduplicated in the nation, which is very exciting. And you know, it's only been about 1.5 years since we've existed, but we've made a tremendous headway in our progress. And I think it's really owed to the fact that it is unduplicated and it is a grave need in our community. The joy that we give the children and the families, you know, that's just a priceless moment. It's hearing parents tell me, I'm so thankful that you were able to do this for us because I either don't have the means or don't have the time or don't have the strength. You know, it's more than it's a free party. It's more than that. It's a way to give back. It's a way to show understanding, show compassion. And parents are super appreciative of that. And then in the celebrations itself, seeing the children smile and be happy and play with other children, it's just a very magical moment. So if there's anything that brings me and the members of this organization joy, is seeing that come to life. Don't do it alone. As a caregiver and as a person that works professionally, it's very difficult to manage that. And in our circumstances, when we have children or family members that have special needs or disabilities, it's very seldom that we find the right care. So that becomes even a larger struggle for people that are working or doing other things that are trying to balance work-life balances. So for me, it's understanding that you don't have to do it alone, and there are a wealth of local resources that you can tap into. The other thing that Laila's Gift offers and helps out with is on our website, you can inquire about different things, and I get questions all the time from people that inquire about, do you know where I can go to find this, or do you know who I can talk to about this? And it's really important to tap into those resources. It really makes a difference. Laila's Gift is celebrating one gift at a time. The name Laila's Gift is really a dual meaning. Laila's Gift is the gift that Laila has inspired us to provide to people and children through the birthday parties and the milestone celebrations. But the deeper meaning behind Laila's Gift is children and people, adults that have special needs and disabilities really have superpowers, right? They have abilities to do different things. I always give the example that Laila may not walk, but she found a way to go down the steps on her own. I didn't teach her. She scoots down the steps. So they truly have different ways to adapt, to live life, and it's really important to recognize their gift from that perspective as well.